Hello students, myself Jyoti Tiwari. You are learning with me chapter 2 sexual reproduction in flowering plant. So in previous lecture video we have studied about megasporogenesis, macrogametogenesis, and in this lecture video we will learn about types of embryo sac as well as types of ovule, types of anther dehiscence. So let's start one by one discussing about each topic. First topic I am going to discuss about embryo sac. Embryo sacs embryo sacs are of three types: monosporic, bisporic, and tetrasporic. So I am going to zoom the board, which is very essential to view during understanding. Now this is clear. Our board is clear to understand the topic. Embryo sac: monosporic, bisporic, tetrasporic. As we know that mother spore cell undergo meiosis division and form haploid cell. Out of these haploid cell, if only one cell undergo division and form female gametophyte, and the remaining three got degenerate, then such type of development takes place in polygonum plant, and when only one haploid cell undergo division, so such type of embryo sac is called monosporic embryo sac, in which only one cell undergo division is called monosporic embryo sac. And when in the place of one, there may be two cell degenerate and two cell form female gametophyte undergo further division, then such type of embryo sac is called bisporic embryo sac, and its example is allium, also called allium type. And in few plants, all the four cells undergo division and form female gametophyte. Such type of embryo sac in which all four haploid cells are forming female gametophyte are called tetrasporic embryo sac, also called adoxa type. So it is based on the basis of plant name. Now I am going to tell you about the types of ovule. I hope you are capable to visualize it. Yes, when funicle, chalazal, micropyle and all of the things are in one plane, in a straight line, then such type of ovule is called orthotropous. It is orthotropous type of ovule. When micropyle come close to the funicle, then such type of arrangement occur in anatropous. So such type of ovule is called anatropous. In this one thing also we can observe that micropyle and chalazal end is in the straight line, but the funicle come in beside. Okay, it's not here, so it is anatropous. Next is hemianatropous. In this type of ovule, what happened? Micropyle and chalaza is in straight line, but it is located horizontally and the funicle become perpendicular to it. It is horizontal and funicle is perpendicular. You can observe such type of arrangement here. So it is called hemianatropous. Next is campylotropous. In campylotropous, the micropyle as well as chalazal and embryo sac got curved. Its body get curved here, and funicle is in perpendicular manner, but the body is get curved here. So such type of arrangement in ovule is called campylotropous. In Amphitropus, what happened in Amphitropus? In Amphitropus ovule, embryo sac becomes shoe-shaped, as well as the body is curved like Campylotropus. So it is only about the arrangement, on the basis of arrangement of ovule in different plant, different type of ovules are represented here. In Circinotropus, what happened? The funicle become long. The size of funicle become long, and the micropyle moved and round in this manner. Okay, and the remaining part like embryo, sac, chalazal and micropyle all are in the one straight line, but the funicle become long. So these are the variation of ovule types. One more topic left. What is anther dehiscence? Dehiscence means splitting. Dehiscence means splitting. When anther split, spores or pollen grains come out of it. But the splitting manner in different anther is in different way. For example, here the anther is splitting longitudinally, means anther split in this manner, and pollen grains come out. And in B, anther is splitting in transverse section from mid. Suppose this is the anther and it split into two in transverse section and pollen grains coming out. And in this terminal pore, means anther is splitting from the pore region, from the tip, and pollen grains are spreading from here. And hinged valva. In this, what happened? The layering of anther split. Suppose this is the anther and there is the layering. So layering get exposed in such a manner. See, layer is removing. So here pollen grains are coming out in such type of manner. Thank you for watching the lecture video. I hope you are understanding what I am explaining. Thank you so much again. If you like the video, do like.